What can we help you with this week?
I think Corey was wondering about. I kind of gave him the Smart Notes version from the event, but like pre-screening lease option applicants.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting some people now who want to come, walk and whatever. He's wondering like kind of the criteria there, getting on the call pre-walk.
So what we typically do on that kind of scenario is I pre-qualify them before I ever send them out there. Okay. I don't care about the application. The application is just a formality. But I'm trying to find out how soon they want to move, how many people are going to be living there. Try to build a little bit of rapport with them, turn around and find out about their employment and income history. And once I get that, and once their employment, if I find out they make enough money, then at that point, I'm always looking for 2.5 times. Then at that point, I tell them, you know what? Why don't you go preview the house? I don't want you to spend any money. Go see if you like the house. If you love the house, then at that point, I'll have you fill out the application. So that's all it is. Typically, so do you have access to this house for them to look at?
Yep.
Is it on lockbox or?
Yep.
Okay, so then what I do is we get a copy of their driver's license. We have them text us or call us right when they're on their way, about an hour out. When they get there, text us when you're there. I'll get you the lockbox code, do the walk. Once you get done, lock the key back up, text me or call me. I prefer that you call me. Let me know that the key is locked up. Everything's locked back up. The house is locked. The lights are off. And that way you're not responsible for the house. And I always add that. You're not responsible for the house at that time.
Got it.
And then at that point, I want them to call so that I can find out what their feedback is. And then if they do like it, then I have them move forward. Now, in that pre-conversation, I'm also talking about the option fee. And I'm always talking to them about the tenant buyer, the pre-owner, that kind of scenario. Depending on what's your option fee on it. Did you set it yet?
That one, let me see. I think it's low. I think it's like 7,500.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that one of them that I looked at for you?
No, this is a new one.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So, I had a situation the other day that I showed over the weekend, because on my Facebook marketplace, you can only put one house up when you're in different states, because otherwise Facebook will take you down because they think you're fraud and scamming. So I have one of the units up that's in Ohio that we're marketing. And so it was on my Facebook. And this weekend I showed it twice, but the lady was there in town. They were coming in from Columbus. And I said, look, it is an option. How much money do you have today to move in if you fall in love with it? She says, I got 10 grand. Perfect. The option fee is only 7,500, but I'll take the 10 grand. Okay. So she was all set and ready to go. She went and previewed it. The yard wasn't big enough for her kids. That was the biggest problem with that particular house, which I understand. It's a very small yard. So I always ask them, you know what, if your wife goes in, or if you're talking to the female, if you go in, you fall in love with this house, you can't live without it, how much money do you have up front to move in today? I don't talk about option fee, just how much money do you have up front, and trying to find out what that status is. And then at that point, they may come back and ask about option fee. I will eventually tell them what it is, but then I'll shut up. Well, it's $7,500. And then I'll shut up and listen. I'm waiting for some kind of reaction. If they don't have it, then at that point, they're going to tell you, or they're going to start hee-hawing back and forth. And then at that point, you can just go in and say, well, you know what? You might qualify for our option fee assistance program. And then start talking about that. I try to get $5 grand up front if I can. You guys have all heard me say that. Sometimes that doesn't happen. The one we're talking about right now, my lady didn't like it because of the yard, but we have another person here that has $3,500, and it's a $7,500 option fee. I'll take it all day long. She's committed to taking her tax return and paying the other $3,500. Okay, I'll do that. Within 30 to 45 days, I should have that part of it. I'm perfectly happy with that. So just be flexible with people. This particular one, for example, this lady is down on her luck. She's living with her ex-husband with 2 kids there, actually 4 kids there. And she wants out. She's just down on her luck. She does not work. She's on disability, but her 2 sons work. But between her disability or SSI and that kind of stuff, she makes enough money to live there. She'll probably never make enough money to actually buy the place, but that's not what she's looking for right now. And times change. She's only 40 years old. So things could change. She could go get a job and make enough money and afford it by herself, because it's a smaller property there in Akron, Ohio. So you just never know. Did I answer your question and all that?
Yep. Yeah. No, that's super helpful actually. I like the if you fall in love with how much you have, to put towards it. Yeah.
So that's all in the script too. So just have him look at the script in the course, because that's all there.
Okay. Okay.
And if he has questions, tell him to hit me up or whatever.
Perfect. Sweet.
So what else going on? Anything?
The sub 2 HELOC they were telling about last week. So I guess Corey dug on him a little bit more. And so that HELOC was on another property. So he actually owns this one free and clear. Originally, he didn't say that. So now we're doing it as a seller finance, trying to get it that way.
Nice.
Because it's still pencil. So we're going to mirror his HELOC payment, because that's what he cared about. 0% seller finance, $800 a month, and do it that way. So
that works. That works. Way to think outside the box. That's perfect.
Yep. So hopefully that one will get locked up this week and get it marketed.
Cool. So you're going to mirror the HELOC. So obviously, as you pay down the HELOC, is it interest only on payments, or is it a PI payment on this HELOC?
So mirror, but really I'm just paying exactly what his HELOC monthly is. Okay. And then it's 0%. I forgot what it was. It was like amortized over like 8 years or something funky, so that I can make it the same amount, but 0% interest. So it's 100% principal pay down.
Okay.
So still cash flow is like $600-700 a month, I think. But perfect. We're also now, principal pay down $800 a month.
Yeah. So you're just getting his payment to pay his HELOC, but you're actually principal pay down on your side.
Yep.
Yeah. Perfect. Love it. Where's that property at?
Columbus.
Yeah. You should be able to get that gone quick. Can you pre-market it at all, or have you pre-marketed it?
Not yet. Actually, we should do that because we do have it under contract.
Yeah, pre-market the damn thing. See what kind of interest you get.
Yep, that's a good idea.
And I would just, on pre-market, I just throw it on Zillow, and I'd throw it up on possibly Facebook Marketplace if somebody's got one available, or just some groups in Columbus.
Yep, that's perfect. Yeah, that's what we've been doing. Like anything that's viable, that's not burned out, we're pretty much including this now as part of our SOP to see what we can get for it. Nice.
Yep, it works. And then are you uplifting on the rents? Are you taking the highest rent and then adding to that?
Yep.
Perfect.
So I think we had that one in Columbus. It ended up getting assigned because we had a JV partner on it, and it was whatever. But that one, I think like the lowest rent estimate was like 1,300. We ended up posting it at 17 and got a ton of interest. I was pretty mad about that one.
Pretty crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy how that happens when you're doing a rent to own. People understand it. They want the rent to own. They don't want to be renters. So you'll get the right category going in. Eventually, it will go.
Yep.
So
that's pretty much all I got. Just getting through the growing pains of the SOP, but
okay,
it's good stuff. Yeah.
Cool.